you're going to watch me crack a 20 pack, which may be the only time I ever do it. But those are famous last words because I said before that I don't do it. And here I am doing it. Okay, I've said this before on TikTok that I don't buy these sets very often. I've never ever bought a 20 box before. But I have been looking for this particular McLaren GTR in the single pack for months and I cannot find it. I saw it in here and I was like, and it caught my eye. And so I looked at the rest of the set and there is a McLaren road car next to it. And the chase is a Lambo. There's a Porsche there. And I was like, oh, wow. With the exception of like 2 vehicles in here, I like all these cars. So guess what? You're going to watch me crack a 20 pack, which may be the only time I ever do it. But those are famous last words because I said before that I don't do it. And here I am doing it. So let's get to it. Let's crack this thing open. What's the deal with these? Like, do you guys buy these? Are the cars inside of these worth anything? Am I blowing it right now by am I blowing it by opening this set? Actually, a set like this, I don't really care what it's worth. I'm going to open it because I want that GTR. I want that GTR on my shelf like right now. I mean, I'm not interested in waiting. So, yeah, here we go. I probably should have done that upside down. Look at that. Look at all these cool cars. There she is. There she is. The queen. The king. Let's call her the queen. This is, in my opinion, the very greatest sports car ever made. Ever. Everybody has their favorites. And I think a lot of people would agree with me that this McLaren F1 GTR is got to be considered one of the greatest sports cars ever made, ever, by any manufacturer. It's too killer. And in Gran Turismo, it is my favorite car, for sure. It's the most fun car to drive. So there she is. She's going on the shelf. Actually, you know what she's going to do? She's going to go on the TV stand where my sim rig is, and so I can see it at all times when I'm in my rig racing. That's killer. I'm super stoked I found that thing. I think that maybe the handcard version might be slightly different color. I think it might be silver, but have the same livery patterns on it. I don't know. I'll have to check, but super cool. Super excited. And of course, the F1 road car, which is also super cool. And I like that it's in black. I'm in the middle of interesting tempo. It looks like it's digital and not. Oh, that's really cool. Doing a trade with the guy right now on TikTok. And I'm getting a boxed one of those, a J card one of those, blister packed version. So yeah, let's see what else we got. We got the Hurricane. That is also very cool. It seems like maybe the bases on these are plastic. I don't know. I can't tell if it's plastic. Feels plasticky. Which, you know, a lot of times if I get these and they have plastic bases, they don't get a lot of love. Yeah, it looks like these are plastic, which is kind of a bummer, but that's neat. That's a pretty neat one. I like that top with where you can see the whole inside. It's got engine in front, engine in back. What is that car? What is this guy called? The Exotic. That's a pretty neat casting. 2017 is the date of the first casting of it. Pretty cool. Give me, you guys who are big collectors, people who have a lot more experience in this stuff than I do. Do the multi-packs get plastic base cars and J cards get the ones that are metal bases? Because that seems logical to me for some reason. But yeah, neat. neat. Some of these are, you know, like this car is going to go in a bin somewhere. I'm probably not going to keep something like this out of my shelf. It's just not the kind of thing that I'm really super into. I tend to like cars that exist in real life, although this is neat and I'll keep this one out, but cars that exist in real life always end up going on the shelf. Cool. You guys know how much I love the purple cars. So a purple Viper. Viper is another one of my favorite cars. Very hard car to drive in the sim rig for sure, but powerful. Great car. Cool. Really neat design. And I was always stoked when these came out back in the day as a real car that America was trying to make supercars other than the Corvette. So, you know, good on Mopar for putting those in production back in the day. What is that, guy? Is that a Bugatti? Looks like that's a Bugatti. It's a Bugatti. The EB110 SS. Hey, pretty neat. I like the red on yellow. The red interior with the yellow body. That's nice. And the blacked out wheels. I feel like these wheels definitely are not premium, but that's a cool car. That's a real Bugatti. That'll go on the shelf. Absolutely 100%. I'm going to save the two special edition cars for the very end of this. This is neat. I generally don't care much for the castings that have wheels colored other than black. For some reason, I just don't care much for that, but this is a really neat hypercar looking car, and I like that they made it such an odd kind of brownish color. The palette, you guys know I'm a graphic designer, and I've been involved in designing diecast cars before, and so when I see something like a brown metallic with turquoise, gold, and white stripes, I'm gonna forgive the white tires on it. And the white tires with the red stripe actually look really nice. That is a really nice casting. Really nice looking car. So, all right, it gets a pass. It's going on the shelf. Porsche, I'm not much of a Porsche guy. Never have been. This is a neat little casting though. Probably will go in a bin somewhere and not on the shelf. But what is this guy? This is the Nissan Z Prototype. Oh, this is the new Z. Oh yeah, nice. I like Fairlady Zs. I really do. This seems to have gotten a little bit of wear damage on the roof, which I don't love. But it's got, cool foil chrome wheels. And it's a cool car in real life. I probably would never get it in yellow. Probably more likely going to pick up a car like this in real life if I was going to buy it in black. Cool car. That'll probably go on the shelf. Another interesting livery, and I like that it's got kind of, this livery is like part of the casting. So that's neat. That's kind of a cool car. It might go in a bin. We'll see. Monoracer. It's got a cool side livery. That's pretty neat. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Who's out? So far, that's the only guy out. I don't know about this one. This one's going to go in the maybe. Maybe it goes on the shelf. Maybe it goes out. That's really cool looking hypercar. I like the wheels on that. That's a really nice car. Really, the Mach Speeder. That is a cool casting, and it is a cool livery. The orange and blue, orange with blue. It's got a little reminiscent of the McLaren on there. It's got some smaller racing livery decals on it that I can't quite make out because I'm very old and my eyes are very bad. Neat casting. Yeah, that might go on the shelf too. This appears to be a Camaro of some sort or a Firebird of some sort. It is the Bully Goat. It's got the little graffiti livery on it. Probably not something that's going to be one of my favorites. It's just silver wheels, and it's just a little out of my styling. Like I said, I'm an old guy. I tend to like more traditional stuff. This is neat, and the design on it's really cool, and I'm not hashing on it in any way. It's just a matter of preference, right? It is a purple car, so that goes a long way. That goes a very long way with me. Neat car. I like it. I don't know. We'll see. That's in the maybe pile too. This guy's in the absolute definitely going on the shelf pile. Is the Nissan R390 GT1 the GRX 35. Super cool casting. I wish it had a racing livery, but it doesn't need to. It's cool enough on its own. That guy will go on the shelf. Pretty happy with that. I wish maybe the wheels had a little bit more going on. I like that they're the mega spoke. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool one. That's for the shelf. Absolutely. The Porsche, that's on the maybe. That's still a maybe. This one is definitely one of those cars that I would be like, oh, I'm never putting that on the shelf because it's got red wheels. It's just, clear body. It is a really, really, really cool. And the design behind it is very cool. Very strong design on this. Somebody put a lot of thinking into it with the white body, clear over the top, paint on the clear so it shows over the white. I really dig that livery. You know what? Talking about it might have just pushed me over the edge into actually really liking it. I feel like I wish it had black tires. I kind of feel like the colored tire thing is maybe a generational thing. Maybe this is meant to be more appealing to current kids, small kids who are getting into diecast cars. And that's totally cool. There's room for everything because we got to get the kids young into the Hot Wheels and diecast because, us old dudes aren't going to live forever. This is neat. Yeah, I changed my mind. I actually really dig this. The design is really cool and a lot of thought went into it. And I think that's really neat. What is it called? The Cosmic Coupe GRX 46. Okay, I like it. Picasso. Let's go with the Shark. Okay, the Shark. Let's talk about the Shark for a minute. I have this casting from the 90s or 2000s, but he is a purple gray with chrome. He is not teal and black. And when I was looking at this set to decide if I wanted to buy it based solely on my first glance seeing the GTR in there, and then the second car being the road car GTR, I was like, okay. And then I saw the Lambos and then, and then I saw this guy and I said to myself, while I am generally, as you all know, not super into like the character cars, I am originally born and raised in San Jose, and I grew up playing ice hockey there, and I was a goalie. And so I'm a Sharks fan. And so when I saw this black Shark with the teal underbody and the cool, weird kind of, I don't even know what that top livery is, if it's supposed to be like a totem pole or what, but I mean, this was what finally sold me on the whole set. Was I was like, okay, I got to have those GTRs and then I got to have the Shark, right? And I'm pretty sure that whatever person in Hot Wheels design was putting this together, clearly to me, because this is exactly what I would have done, just jumped on the Sharks colors and was like, went all in. And then went all in on the whole thing. So this is insanely cool. Is very special to me, and it's going to get a special. It's not just going to go on the shelf. It's going to get a special spot because, go Sharks. Okay, I do not know what is the deal with this. I'm looking at it. When I saw it in the box, I thought it was a metal painted car with the weird chrome body. Now that I look at it, man, it's clear purple. It is a clear purple. I love the livery. And the chrome is really neat. This is pretty cool. It's got clear wheels or smoke wheels. This is really neat. This is a really neat car. Not something I would normally like. Not the kind of Hot Wheels car I would normally like. And there is not a single piece of metal on here. I don't even think that the posts are metal on this one. This is a completely plastic car, which is totally fine because it's so cool and well designed. I absolutely love it. This is neat. Yeah, cool. I'm very happy about that. This was the other seller for me, was this hypercar looking car. It's got the cool racing livery. I like the color of the bottom is really nice. I feel like that might be metal with some plastic parts, but like the blacked out wheels. This last weekend, I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but this last weekend in June here, 2022 was Le Mans. And I really like these hypercar looking cars that run in Le Mans, the LMP cars, which stands for Le Mans Prototype. And they're the hypercar looking cars that are like this, and they're really neat. And I raced them in sim racing, and they're really fun. They're crazy fast. And so, yeah, this was another one that sold me on this set. So yeah, I got some good stuff out of here. Let's see what these special edition ones are. This is a metal body car, still plastic base, but it's a Corvette. It's a racing Corvette. I am not a Corvette guy by nature. I do like the newest Corvette. This is neat because it's got a racing livery, and as I've said before, I am a sucker for any diecast car with the racing livery. I kind of don't care what it is. If it's got a racing livery, I'm going to look twice. It's number 64. Again, I'm not a Corvette guy, so I don't know all the ins and outs of every model year Corvette, but I'm guessing this is a 64 Corvette. It has the weird Diamondback. So I know it's a 60s car for sure. If you can nail down exactly that is a 64 and that I'm reading that right, please feel free in the comments to tell me so. And last but not least, another Lambo. This got a little bit of stuff on it. And this is the Gallardo LP560-4. Neat casting. Really, I like the low-key livery on the roof. Just has like a simple logo. There's a little schmutz on this guy. There you go. Has a simple Lamborghini logo. The Lamborghini logo on the back. Really cool. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is a really cool one. Yeah, I think considering I don't buy these sets, I think I did pretty good. I got some definite cars that will go on the shelf, and I got her. I got the teal and orange GTR F1 GTR V12, one of the fastest cars ever made in real life. Top speed is like 240, and I think the 0 to 200 miles an hour, not 0 to 60, not 0 to 100, 0 to 200 miles an hour is 28 seconds on this car, and that is absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. And look at it. It's a beaut. It's got a single front center seat, like an actual F1 car, or like a fighter jet. Too awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you. This was a long one. Oh my goodness. We're going on 20 minutes. Thanks for sitting here and listening to me babble about cars. Oh, I just bumped my camera. Yeah. Subscribe. Share the video, like the video, do all of the things that are required to help me grow the channel. I'm really enjoying sharing my hobby with you guys. I know I am not the only one who does this online. I've mentioned before that I think at some point I'm going to start doing customs because I am a custom airbrush artist. I have all the tools. So maybe some of these guys get torn apart and painted. Like I said, I don't like that they have a plastic base. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the customizing. It seems like something that would require not that much for me to get going. So I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys like the customizing videos? Comment down below. Tell me which one of these cars in this set is your favorite and which one gets the bin. which of these cars gets the bin. All right, guys. Have fun. Take care. Later.